Hey everyone, Yan Zhao back again. Second comic video in a week. I know you're thinking like, whoa dude, what's going on? Are you sick or something? No, everything is cool. Things are fine. And today we will combine D&D and comics at long last. From Dark Horse, Critical Role's Vox Machina Origin. Now this is series 2, number 2. I have been a fan of the original, or season 1 of Critical Role, which was the Vox Machina story. I watched them all, pretty much from the beginning. And it wasn't until season 2 that I dipped out for reasons which we will probably not talk about. But I am still a fan of these stories, and I wanted to see what was what. So, Vox Machina, Matthew Mercer, I believe he does story work. I think he does the outlines for the stories, although I'm not 100% sure about that. I think Matt Merles was doing series 1, season 1. So here we have some of the workers, and we'll get to them for a second. But just look at this cover. It's something that I'm like, I don't know. I think it's a good cover. I don't know about the composition, but I really like the quality of the artwork, the line work, and especially down here, these little things. This is cool. So we got a hand here. We'll see inside it's from an undead creature. And this looks like wrapping. It reminds me of mummy wrapping. If anyone has seen the original Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan the Barbarian, it looks like that one scene where he's dead and they got to paint over the body. But this is cool. I love this detail. The other stuff, okay. The only thing is it's kind of a very passive pose. So I don't know how exciting. I like my comic book covers to be dynamic. I like it to be something where people are like, oh, I gotta look into that. This is kind of like, it's a guy. But it's very well done, I have to say. Let's see who it was. Story by Matt Mercer. Well, there you go. Yeah, script Jody Houser. So I believe Matt does the actual story, like the outline, and then Jody would come back and write it. The interior art, Olivia Sampson. Colors, Masick? Never heard of him. And the color art by William Kirby. So William Kirby, I would love to see more work by him. I am too lazy to look it up, but I will definitely check. If there were something more dynamic, this would be a guy that I'd definitely hire. So coming into it, it is issue 2, the same thing that I often, well, I don't know, often's the right word, that I have criticized Alterna Comics for. This is worse. At least with Alterna, you'll get like a little blurb about what's going on up here. They drop us in number 2, and I don't know what's going on. But we got Wilhelm Trickfoot. It looks like the gang is pretty much all here, with the exception of Grog. So I kind of like this art style. This is like a half traditional American, half manga art style, which I kind of mentioned before in Sarah and the Royal Stars. This is a little bit similar, but I think I kind of like this a little better. From watching the shows, we see like, here we are, Vex with her arms crossed. I like that body posturing. It seems very Vexian. But one of the things for me is a lot of this is very undynamic. Like, I don't know, it's just a lot of, like if we look at these shots, it's kind of like a medium shot, everybody's like on the same level. Medium shot, we do get some variation. Close up here, medium shot, it's kind of a long shot, medium, but at least this one is receding into the distance. But then you have receding, back to kind of a long shot, but everybody's in it. It's just like the composition, there's nothing exciting, you know? You're going into this place, it's a spooky forest with spooky caves. You know, it could be better. Here they talk about the origin of Grog, how he disobeyed his uncle Kevdek, I believe his name was, and they beat the crap out of him, kicked him out, and Wilhelm saved him. That's how he and Pike got to be besties. So we got a giant spider. Again, kind of a little bit low T in the artwork, for lack of a better term. One thing I'd like to point out too is I like this color work, and I had to really think about, do I like it or do I not like it? But I think in the end, yes, I do. Now the only thing is, you got to be real careful with it, because let's zoom in here. Like, super dark, not quite as dark, but dark. So when I'm looking at it with the naked eye, I can pick it out. As I look through the camera here on my phone, it's getting sort of hard to separate background from foreground. I do like it. This is, in some ways, it's more of a traditional coloring style, like you would see back in the day, like let's take a look at this arm here, right? So you've got base color, dark color, right? It's not all shaded, it's just one color, then the other color next to it. Same with this bowl. You've got this lighter, peachier color, you got a slightly darker color. Purple in the vest. And this is the way most of the book is colored, and it is nice. Me likey. The only thing is with this color palette, everything inside is dark, and stuff outside, you know, it's funny because I always tell people, like, colors don't necessarily have to look like the things that they look like, but then you have, this is like a really weird, I guess it's supposed to be dawn when they're heading out, but it's like almost like a urine yellow color. It's weird, you know. In the morning when the sun is very yellow, everything looks yellow. The sky does not look yellow. My guess is that the blue would be a bit too intense and would take focus, so they did it this, but slightly strange. I like the inks on this too, I have to say. Again, it's more of a traditional style. If I had to fault anything, definitely pencils, because just the composition is kind of meh. So here, even here, like, he's throwing these daggers, but he should have like an arm. I don't know, hang on, let me get a pencil or a pen. Okay, so ideally what we'd want to see is, like, if you have his head like this, you know, somewhere here, then we would want, you know, the body like this, and his front arm, like, really coming at us. The hand here, like a much more, well, this should be more seating a bit in the background, something like this. And his backhand going back, you know, and then You know, something a little bit more like that. I know it's hard to see. It's not the best page or the best example, but something who's in really more of a dynamic pose. But you look at him, his head and his body's like fairly squared off. You know, he needs to be, I don't know, and like, why is it this? I don't know. Maybe you'd want, you know, camera angle from up. But, what are you gonna do? Medium, 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 kind of wimpy action. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of got to be my #1 critique, or negative critique, if you would say, for this issue is, who is this? I think it was Olivia something. Let's just check it out again. Ah, that's it. Olivia Sampson. Yeah, just, I don't know. For something like Vox Machina, or something with D&D, you need someone who has more of a flair for battle, for combat. Let's see if we get any. Okay, this is slightly better. Slightly. At least now we've got a shot coming up. She looks more impressive, more imposing, I guess you would say. This is a bit better. Okay, see now, a little bit more dynamic. Still up, still imposing. But we've got the body going this. We've got, you know, the lines are like this and everything pointing towards the bad guy over here. Like, this is nice. This is nice. I like that. Shame the rest is kind of slightly more dynamic. Okay, see now this pose, let's take a look at Vax here. Not so bad. Not great. You've got, well, let's just talk about Vax for a minute. Like, this leg were further back and his head were down a little bit more. You know, you get even more dynamicism on this, and then he could have his cloak floating, you know, be more, seem more motiony. Like little Pike down here. It's well drawn, but kind of just looks like she's standing there. You have Keyleth, kind of Sam, this is nice. Oh my god, I wanted to call him Biscuit. Oh my god, I forgot the bear's name. Well, I'm gonna get raked over the coals by critters now. I'm sure it'll come to me in a couple of minutes. But at any rate, even here, this frame of Grog, he's just kind of like standing there awkwardly. The weight doesn't really seem, I don't know, it just seems very like stationary. He needs to be more off balance, because here you have him trying to cut Sam down, and then he's just kind of like, there's that dude. You know, I don't know, more like you're swatting at a fly more annoyingly as opposed to actually trying to kill a fly. But let's skip a couple of pages. Although, oh, let's take a look at this ad. My God, that's bad. The best thing I can say about this artwork is they vaguely resemble the people they're supposed to resemble. So, yeah, coming back. Kind of more of the same. Like, this is like the only, like, this is well done. This is nice. This is kind of A lot of talking. Like, here we have no one left to fight. Oh my God, Aubrey Sitterson. Ooh. Oh my God, and Taylor Esposito. Man, you know, I wonder if this is by Fico Ocio, because I kind of like the way that this looks. It's more manga-ish than I'm normally into, but I like the crazy colors. Not gonna buy it. Not gonna buy it, because the crazies. But yeah, Vox Machina. If you like the show, if you like Critical Role, and you know, you just want a little extra material, this might be for you. If you like fantasy action comics, like more like Conan the Barbarian stuff, here, this will be the next review. Avengers No Road Home. Like, look at how dynamic that pose is, right? Like, that's a nice, man, that's nice. You got Scarlet Witch down here. She's actiony, looks like she's moving. These guys are like, I don't know, like, it's almost like Vox Machina couldn't really be bothered to fight. You know, maybe they're too OP, so they're just like, oh, all right, we'll kill these guys before our union-mandated break comes over. But at any rate, Vox Machina Origins. May check out the next one. Good colors, good inks. Story's not bad. I didn't talk about the story very much. If you know the story of Vox Machina, then I believe it's a little bit new. They didn't actually focus on a whole lot that was in here. So it's more stories about the characters you love. If you're into Vox Machina, I'll give it a thumbs up. If you want more like fantasy, D&D, role-playing stuff, I don't know. If it's on sale at $4, I don't know, $2, totally. So thanks a lot for watching. Click subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a message down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think of the Vox Machina Origins. And I will see you guys next time.